Let's get ready to rumble!
Benzinga Nation, jam-packed show today. Peloton up 5%.
What's up, disciplined investor?
We got Benzinga CEO Jason Raznick here with us.
The man, the myth, the legend, Tom Nash.
Peter Schiff on the Power Hour with us live today.
Interesting, different, unique, innovative companies.
Mia, you are live with us on the Power Hour. What's up?
Thank you so much for inviting me on.
Jessica Billingsley, that is the CEO of Akerna.
The best trade idea resource out there. What is going on, Zinger Nation? Happy Monday. Monday night. We are back at it. I'm with my good friend, Mr. Ruell Black. Ruell, would you say that we're friends by this point?
I would say so.
I would say we're good friends. I'm going to go out on a limb. But all right, guys. What we are talking today, we are getting into NFTs. Hottest thing, I would say, in April. Kept some heat in May. June, not getting the love they deserve. Ruell is here. He is deep in the space, follows the space widely. He has NFT Plays for us. It's a world I don't know a ton about. I'm more interested in the NFT Stocks, so we'll be covering the NFT Stocks as well. Of course, any other cryptos, stocks, tickers you guys want us to chat about. I mean, that's what we do here at Benzinga. We're just hanging out, talking ideas, talking trades. So go ahead, drop them in the chat. But Ruell, take it away, and why don't you set up the conversation for today a little bit?
All right, awesome. So the NFT space was really buzzing, like Luke was saying, around March and April. And for most people, we think it's kind of died off, right? And if you don't know what an NFT is, it's basically like a non-fungible token. Basically what it means is it's representing some physical asset in the whole crypto space. The best example of this is NBA Top Shot. They do like NBA basketball cards, but they put a little spin on it where it's called a moment. Really, it's just a little JPEG of like a 5-second clip of an NBA happening. And basically you can think of it as a digital basketball card. So we're going to kind of get into what's happening in the NFT space now. But first, let's kind of go over what all the NFT things are. So let me share my screen.
All right, let's check it out, and I'll get it up on there.
And we're going to kind of...
Well, how is your trading action today? I own a couple of the crypto stocks, specifically Coinbase and Voyager right now. They were so hot.
Oh, yeah. The crypto stocks were hot. Right now, all I own is Riot and Mara. I do also have some CleanSpark, but for some reason, CleanSpark did not go anywhere. But I do monitor a blockchain ETF, BLOK block, and it was on fire today. It was like up like 3%.
There we go.
So, let me see here.
Yeah, so those ones are hot. Let's talk about some other stocks that I own while you had that one. Hot stuff today. Tesla. I'm long Tesla. That's been a hell of a run over the past 2 weeks. I mean, I got so lucky. It's literally now 7 days that I've been in the trade. The stock's up like 20% since then. And I did it with options.
Preparation, Luke. Preparation.
Yeah, we'll say preparation. I did it with options, so you get that options leverage. It's a nice looking ROI. What is it? Let's see. So that Tesla trade is now at 86% in a week. Take it all day. Let's see. We talked about Coinbase, Facebook out of nowhere, the brokerage stocks out of nowhere, Tiger in particular. Carparts.com. What about that one, Ruell? Did you trade that one with me by chance?
I did. I got out of that one.
Why?
My friend, he gave me another one. It's ID. If you can bring that up.
All right. Well, fine. Why did you get out of my car parts? You know what that stock's at right now?
What?
$20.
Oh, wow.
I told you. Is the best one was so the stock was getting hammered on some insider selling, like a lot of insiders sold, which is a bad sign.
Yep, right.
But then we brought the COO, the dude that I'm friends with, onto the stream. Cool dude. I talk to him all the time. Awesome guy. Really cool company. And I'm like, dude, what's going on? You just dumped shares on us. I mean, you got me excited for this stock. And he's like, dude, don't worry about it. He's like, so much of my compensation is in stock versus cash that I have to sell shares, in order to just have some cash flow. And so that gave me the confidence to stick in it. See, look at, you see these red candles here? We're looking at 30-minute candles. This is a 1 month chart.
Sharing?
Yeah. Oh, shoot. No, hold on. All right, there we go. Sorry. All right, there's my screen. Okay, so you see these red candles? This is the insider selling day, right? Stock goes from 18.5 down to 16.75. Pretty good sized move. He came on the stream, defended it, said we're going to the. He literally said we're going to the moon about his own stock.
Wow.
Okay, you get an exec say in that. Come on now. So that's why I wrote it out, and now we're back over 19. So
well, before we get
I'm
to the
taking
crypto, let's look at ID. Big
ID?
shout out to my guy Paid in Patience.
So it's better.
On,
all right, here's a 1 month chart. What time horizon do you want? This is 1 month, 30-minute candles.
It's pretty new. If you go out to like a year, it's only been around like less than a year. So
yeah, so sorry.
But if you go down and look at the
November,
the news, you got inside, like you got all the directors buying shares.
Wow. Look at all these Form 4s. Okay.
So like, and their earnings, like they released first quarter and they were great. But it was just, we had that little stock low at the beginning of the like the May, April area.
Yeah.
And that's exactly when their earnings came out. As you can see, like they're on the up tick. Yep. And then they came down at that point. So I'm really hyped about these guys because clearly all the directors believe that they're going somewhere.
What all right, what does the company do?
Car parts. They sell
car parts
online.
All right, so let's look in that one. You want to come on the Power Hour tomorrow and pitch it?
Well, I would love to.
All right, let's plan on it. 12:05 Eastern. Is that too early?
That work. I'll just take a little break.
There you go. Yeah, just sneak to the car for 5 minutes. Boom. Go to the bathroom. Call from the bathroom. Stall at work. But all right, enough about stocks. Let's get into these NFT plays. And guys, if you have favorite tickers, whether it's a stock ticker, crypto ticker, NFT you want to talk about, drop it in the chat. We'll get to it. I promise we will have time. But yeah, Ruel, take us away.
Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
I didn't add it yet. Boom, there it is.
Okay, so how we're gonna do this is, okay, so first we're gonna go over top NFT sites, but first, this is like one of my main resources, Crypto Slam. It lets you know what NFTs have been sold in like at least the sales in the last 24 hours, 7 days, 30 days, all time.
Yep.
All right. And they're going to be sold on sites like these. VV, which is Ecomi's phone app, Maker's Place, OpenSea, Nifty Gateway, Rareable, Super Rare, and then there's one that one does that nobody really knows about, DaVinci Gallery. So if we're just going to shotgun through like all the major players, there's Rareable.
Yep.
Flow, which does NBA Top Shot. They also have a deal with UFC, which they're probably going to do after this basketball season's over.
Yep.
Eternity, which is run. The Winklevoss twins have a stake in it, but all they do is kind of basically sell like NFT artworks. Like they did one with like Muhammad Ali and stuff like that.
Yep.
Theta, they're trying to get a little streaming thing going. They have their own little like streaming network. Ecomi, they have really huge deals like DC, Powerpuff Girls, like tons of stuff like Back to the Future, and they're on a phone app. And at the time, they were like top 5 grossing. I don't know if that was still true. I forget when we did our first show, but here's Audius. They do like audio NFTs, and on there, basically, people go and just post their music, and you can
Okay.
kind of.
But how do we get action on it, Ruel? Like let's say I'm sitting back. I am sitting back, way back in my chair right now. I want to get some action on these. How do I actually get action on them?
Well,
And
that
then let's
part's
get into
coming
the
up.
pitches. Okay.
It's coming up.
All right.
So we also have Wax here. Wax has been in the news a lot because Tops is on Wax, and you got the company Muds, the SPAC Muds.
Yep.
So that's on the Wax platform. They also do the MLB cards, but their cards are just regular cards. They're just pictures. They're not like moments.
Okay.
Like the NBA Top Shot.
Yep.
And last but not least, we got like Chili's, and they do like European football, soccer cards, where like you have these soccer cards and you can kind of play a fantasy game. So we got like 8 more here, and then we're gonna kind of get into how we can take action on this. We got Mana, which is Decentraland. They're kind of like the OGs of the space. Basically, it's like a Sims.
Okay.
Like you can go on there, and it's like a real world Sims. Terra Virtua, they're trying to do something where like you have these NFT artworks, and also you can kind of play with them. It's kind of like they're partners with Legendary Pictures, which I'm not sure even how they even landed that one, but here we go. Engine wanted to be like the multi-chain NFT place. Like whenever you wanted to
What
make
do you
an
mean by
NFT,
that?
like either you can put it on Polkadot, you can put it on Cardano, you can put it on Ethereum.
Okay, got it. So
wanted to
it's
be-
basically a way to get okay. I understand. So you create an NFT rather than it being tied to a specific chain. You can attach it to anything or a handful of
Exactly.
things.
And then one of my favorite plays, which I also have coins with, Veracity.
Oh, I know you love your Vera.
They have the proof of view technology, which is really looking to rid the world of ad bots. It's patent pending throughout the world. They have the world patent on it. And they have their own esports channel, which has a deal with Riot Games and Tencent to do Valorant and PUBG mobile tournaments. So that's really awesome.
Awesome.
And then the final 3, Sandbox is kind of like a newer Decentraland. It's Sims, but it looks more like Robux or Minecraft. Like how you got the kind of blocky looking characters on there. And then Origin, they want to be kind of like Engine, where they're like a multi-platform NFT space, but they also have like an e-commerce part to what they do as well. And Senso, I tried to get them on the show. I might try again. They seem to have the most potential to me of a lot of them because they're connected to Tidal, because Tidal owns $5 million of Senso tokens.
Yep.
And it seems like they want to be like a VR, AR like concert venue.
Okay.
And they've had a couple big DJs on there: Carl Cox, Black Coffee, David Guetta.
Okay.
But it seems like also they want to have their own like universe, like kind of like the Decentraland. And to me, it would be great if they had like a Jay-Zville or like a Kanye or something, like if the rappers had cities, the Tidal rappers had cities, and you could have some type of interaction with them, or like they had some type of like American Idol like rapping contest in VR. That would be really awesome. So now fast forward to the new kids on the block. Board Ape
All right,
Yacht.
wait, hold on. I'm the slow down guy. So let's take it through it, guys. If you are just joining us, we're talking NFTs. Obviously, there's some assets that got a lot of love. April, May, a little bit. Not nearly as much commentary in June. That said, Ruell is at it. He's been following the space very deeply, I'd say, and is giving us his top plays for the space. And Ruell, can you click us back 2 slides just to recap? So we went through the growth NFTs. And now you're about to take us through the new ones, is that right? Yeah,
Yes,
so we did
we
NFT
went
Giants.
through the Giants, the growth ones, and now let's go through
Okay, so basically Giants, that's most solidified. Growth is sort of middle of the pack, sort of like a small cap stock.
exactly.
New kids on the block, these are the super spec ones. These are like the high upside, super high risk, etc. Correct?
Sort of. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. So these guys, the Board Ape Yacht Club, they've only been around for like a month or two, maybe 3 at the most.
Okay.
So basically the way I'm gonna have to come off and like actually talk to you guys on this one. Stop sharing. The way this actually works, they have 10K unique NFTs that are minted. And with these 10K NFTs, you're a part of a community, like a yacht club or a boat club or whatever, right? And you have special privileges from this community.
Okay.
This has gotten big enough to have an NBA player own one. You got rapper Waka Flocka like tweeting Snoop Dogg that he owns one, that he needs to buy one.
You go. Okay.
Jay-Z.
Wait, we lost your screen. Were we supposed to?
No.
Okay, let's try that again.
Am I back?
Nope, not yet. You might have to unshare and then try resharing.
Okay.
It's gone. All right, there we go.
Okay, so
Boom, it's back.
let's go to look. Josh Hart here. Just sent a Bored Ape Kennel Club doggy to my one and only friend Josh Hart in exchange for some merch and tickets.
Hell yes.
So one of the things that they did was once they got kind of big, they sent out dogs to every ape. So now some of these things, now let's just go kind of look at this. I'm going to go on OpenSea. This is one of the sites where you can actually take action, right? So if we go Bored Ape Yacht Club, and we say buy now, we sort by the lowest, loaded at high. Lowest you can get one of these guys at is 2.9 ETH at this point.
So it's pretty expensive, right?
Yes. It's like what?
So you're saying 2.9 ETH. Let me run the math. You keep going, I'm gonna run the math.
Okay, so it's gotten that much.
Pretty good guess. $6,035.
Yep. So it's gotten this much popularity already. If we go to CryptoSlam.com, we go all time 60 million. 60 million already.
Wow. Yeah, it's huge.
And total number of owners, and like it's huge. Like NBA Top Shot's still kind of way ahead. But Bored Ape Yacht Club, I don't know if we go 24 hours, still they're doing pretty good for themselves. Absolutely amazing. So let's go back here. We got Waka Flocka, the rapper. I don't know if you guys know him, but
how many Waka Flocka shows do you think I've been to in my life?
Zero, zero,
Nope.
two.
Probably 8.
Seriously, wow.
He's probably the artist I've seen more than any other. He's just here like
Wow.
every single week.
See, I've only been to one concert in my life, and that's a
That's
Talib
it?
Kweli concert. Yes,
Wow. Okay.
just one.
So
So
so it's Waka Flocka and then Tech Nine. I don't know if you know who that is.
I do. I
He's
think
this
they're
other
two
rapper
headlines.
who comes like every single month to Detroit. And so those are the two that I've probably seen more than anybody else.
So here he goes. He says, Uncle Snoop, you need an ape, man. Join the yacht club. So you got all of this pub for these apes, right? It's absolutely insane. And if you go to their site, which I think I had a link to as well, or maybe not. Okay. Bored Ape Yacht Club. So it's amazing that they've drummed up all this interest. And it's what NFT is what crypto should be, actually, right? You
Okay.
have your own little community, and your community kind of makes the rules and does stuff. So this is the community. Right now, there's not much stuff you can do in it, but their roadmap, which I don't see anymore. Let me enter. Okay, their roadmap. They've already sold this much, but they want to get their own YouTube channel. They want a clubhouse and a mystery that's going to be solved and rewarded with 5 ETH. A liquidity pool, so they're going to have some sort of like staking or like DeFi going on, and ape breeding. But the whole point is the community, and that's really how I think the NFTs are really going to succeed anyway. I think it's going to move to like a VR AR thing, and that's how they're going to succeed. So they have different kind of rooms that you can go in here. I don't know that if I can go in them
Yeah, I
without
mean
being
it's
in
pretty
it.
cool.
But yeah, so there's this one. There are a couple other communities which I'd like to highlight, but that's the biggest one to date.
Okay.
The
And
second,
again, so the way to get action on these is there's not like an underlying token or chain to buy, right?
correct.
It would be
So
yeah,
for these, you'd have to go on
you have to
OpenSea.
yeah, you're actually buying the NFT, and that's the way that you're getting exposure.
Correct.
Well, the thing that sucks about buying NFTs versus buying a crypto token, and tell me how you get around this, Mr. Ruel,
Mm-hmm.
is like you can't put in $1, right? I could buy any amount of crypto that I want to. I could buy 0.001 tokens. You know what I mean? And say, okay, I want $50 of exposure. Here you're saying you got to throw down 6 G's to get exposure to this.
Exactly, and that's with those, and this right here. These are like, let's sort by low to high. A lot of the apes own some of these as well. The lowest you can get this at is what? I don't know. 0.2 ETH. What is that? 500, like $430, and that would be you betting on the community that the community is going to create something.
Yep.
And a lot of these have popped up now. There's one that I actually bought into. This one's only been around like 5 days. Alien Boy, and I've bought into this community.
Okay.
But you can see the barrier to entry is much lower.
Yeah, see, that's more interesting for me.
So I'm actively going to go, like, they have a Discord where everyone can go and talk. So I'm actively going to try to, like, make this community something. But that's the beauty of it. Like with all these other coins, and that's supposed to be the goal of crypto. If you have a certain amount of coins, you can vote and have governance on how the token's going to work. These communities kind of put a flip on it in that now you have the NFT, you're a part of a voting, like it's like you're a city almost, you know what I mean? Or you're your own acting militia or whatever. Yep. Not militia, but you know.
I know what you mean.
So that's very interesting to me. And let me see here. So let me see if we can check out my guy. Selfish plug. That's my little alien boy guy. So,
and what's the pricing on this?
What was it? 1.8 ETH.
Okay, so you it's some money into this,
right?
Okay.
So I mean, it's a big.
And somebody's asking what site this is that you're looking at. And again, guys, if you're just joining us, basically we're doing a throwback to NFTs, and I say a throwback because this was the hottest thing around for let's call it March. April fell out of favor. Ruell's been following the space, tracking it, trying to find interesting assets. And so that's what he's taking us through is his top NFT plays. We're specifically looking at the high risk, high reward ones right now. And OpenSeas.io, right?
Yep, OpenSea.io.
I'll put it in the chat. OpenSea or Seas? It's OpenSea.
It's
OpenSea.io. That's the site that Ruell is looking at for these right now.
And the biggest.
And will you just give us a recap too? Yeah, just name the past couple that we've talked about.
Sure. The biggest ones right now are Bored Ape Yacht Club. This is by far the biggest. Wicked Craniums. So this is Bored Ape. And you'll know them because people try to copy these. You'll know them because they have a blue check mark when you go on here. That's very important to know.
Yep.
Wicked Craniums and Alien Boy. Couple other ones that have popped up. My effing pickle.
Okay.
Okay, so they actually have the pickle designs. Before they didn't have them. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. So let's sort by low. Let's do buy now. So, okay, so the barrier to entry for these guys aren't that bad. It's about like 0.04 ETH, really, which is like what, $60-$70?
Yeah, that's reasonable.
But it all depends on
quick math.
What the community is doing.
It's $80.
There's another one, Super Yeti. And the lowest for these are about 4 ETH. There's one here for like 0.2 ETH, which is what, $40?
No, 400.
No, 0.01.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 0.2.
Sorry.
0.01. Oh, okay, yeah, $40. See, now we're talking. Okay, all right, and how do you actually pull the trigger? You got to hook up your MetaMask and you're good to go.
Yep, you hook up your MetaMask and you're pretty much good to go. And ETH, the gas prices are pretty decent right now since ETH is half of what it was. So if you're gonna do it, now's the time. And something that only my Patreons got, if you guys are interested in getting this news first, join the Patreon, which I think Luke has a link to.
Yep.
Mad Cat Militia.
I'm getting that Patreon link right now. And guys, if you haven't checked out Ruell's Patreon, you really ought to. Basically what he's doing is you can, I mean, you guys can see, right? He's deep in this shit. I mean, this is NFTs that none of us have heard of. We've all heard of Carnival. We've all heard of the stocks that I throw out on a daily basis. Okay, I'm a stock picker. We all know what they are. I mean, he's looking at stuff where nobody else is looking, so it is interesting. I asked him for a discount. He said it's already priced so damn low. You don't need a discount. Pay me the full price. So I did. But I'll get the link to the Patreon in the chat in just a second here. Gotta load it out of my email.
But you know what? We'll do something like, if anybody gets like, everybody will be a VIP for a week. If you guys get like the middle tier ones, I'll make you guys a VIP for the week. So a VIP gets like daily crypto updates. So
that's where it's at, baby.
If you join,
and again,
like,
for everybody just joining us, we're talking NFT plays. Ruell is deep in the space, has been deep as the rest of us turn our attention back towards some of the small cap stocks, back to some of the altcoins. And so basically Ruell is showing us like here's NFTs that he thinks have some staying power, and you're personally are throwing money behind as well, correct?
Brought behind some, like the Alien Boy. I've thrown my money behind that one.
Okay.
I was thinking about doing Mad Cat Militia. They're supposed to come out on the 30th, but now that I'm looking at the pickle prices and the Yeti prices, it might be just better to let it come out and see what happens.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm gonna make the ask, like the stream. We you know, we do all this content for free all day. All that we ask for is a like. So.
And then there's one other one that I wanted to highlight, AXI Infinity. If we go to good old Crypto Slam, AXI Infinity is lapping everyone at this point. 24 hours, $6 million. 24 hours, $6 million. Okay, they're up all time at the $151 million mark. For 7 days, they've gotten $33 million. 7 days. In comparison, NBA Top Shot number 2, $9 million.
Yep.
Right? So these guys are an actual pay to earn game. If we go look at their website, now their website's really nice and colorful and all of this. And like to kind of just boil it down, you get these 3 little things called an AXI. Like each one is called an AXI, and you go and you battle. Now, why they don't have a YouTube channel, I have no friggin' idea. But there are actually YouTubes that say how to do the gameplay. But since I didn't really want to show anyone else's video, I'm just going to show you the guide that they give.
Okay. And Ruell, how do you keep up with the space? Let me ask you that question. I mean, there's so many, like, I want to run an NFT hustle. I imagine that there's a lot of hustles out there. So any way to get some quick cash, I'm about it. So how do you actually keep up with it?
Well, the 2 main things that I'd use are Crypto Slam and CoinMarketCap.com.
But how do you? Okay.
Now,
for
hold on.
NFT projects too.
Well, yeah, we're gonna get into it. So,
okay.
So for example, if I'm looking at the last 24 hours and I see something on this list I never seen before, like Bored Ape Yacht Club, then I gotta go do some more DD, right? And you know my favorite thing, right?
The easiest trick, guys, if you want to see if some sort of crypto blockchain project is legitimate, you look at how many Twitter followers it has. There's a lot. Doesn't mean it's legitimate, but it's a good little tip. You're looking a little bit better.
So this thing already has 26K followers. I remember what I was saying, Wild Craniums or Wicked Craniums is like number 2 behind this. In this whole space, they've got like what? A third of that? Or like a fifth of that?
Yep.
And then I go, I go even deeper into it, and that's how I'm like, okay, Waka Flocka's tweeting about this, and
Yeah, let's
you
go.
know, we got Baron Davis talking about
Waka
he wants
Flocka will
one,
never lead you astray.
right? So I'm like, okay, so that there's something there. Um, Same thing with coinmarketcap.com. Like maybe I go in here and I say, okay, what's the highest coin in the last 24 hours? Okay, Kusama. I've never heard of that. I actually have heard of that, but
Okay.
you know, if it's something I never heard of, I go and I do a little bit of research and background. Just so happens Kusama is the test net for Polkadot. So you know, so that's kind of what I do, and it takes a lot of time and effort, which is why I offer the Patreon, because it's like, okay, maybe you don't want to put in this effort, maybe you just want to take advantage of the research I've already done. Boom, you get it, and you get it before everyone else. So yeah, so it does take a lot of time and effort to do this. It's like a research position, really. But you know, I really want to make my channel something that helps people, and I truly believe in crypto and stocks as far as earning passive income and making people financially independent. So it's kind of like it's research for me, but it's also a mission to help people. So that's what it's really about for me, and yeah. So that's kind of how we do that.
Okay. Perfect.
I think those were okay. So I basically went through and I made a top 10 for right now.
Let's go. We're about to hit the top 10 list.
Yes. And
All
I
right.
probably should
This
have
is the
done.
place where everybody takes screenshots of the screen and like the stream and share the stream. Let's see these top 10s. And Ruel, will you tell us too if you have your live money in any of these?
Okay, sure, for sure. AXI Infinity is number one. I do not have any money in AXI Infinity, but the barrier to entry for this game is about $1,200 right now.
And is that why you haven't gotten into it yet?
That is why. And I would not, the amount of time and work that I put into research, and I have a day job, there's no way I would be able to play this consistently enough to kind of like earn money from it.
What if you were to drop the kids? Keep the job, drop the kids, and then play the game.
Oh man, I still don't think I don't think I can put enough money into it, but there's some people online that were saying they put in $1,200 and they got their payback in like 2 or 3 months, which isn't bad.
Yeah,
Which
for
isn't
sure.
bad at
Then
all.
you're on house money, baby. All right.
Bored Ape Yacht Club, I am moving them all the way to number 2 because they kind of figured out they got enough interest and hype in this that it's like, okay, if I'm one of 10,000 people, that owns this NFT and I'm a part of this club, and Waka Flocka is a part of this club, and Snoop Dogg possibly is a part of this club, and Jay-Z's possibly a part of this club,
It's compelling.
is very compelling. And that they're gonna, have their own YouTube and they have a
Yep.
Discord. So that's really, really compelling. And
are you in it?
I am not in it. Those apes
Okay.
cost way too much for me to like.
So that's like a 6K barrier to entry.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a $6,000
Okay.
barrier to entry. I'm not touching that. I just don't have that kind of cash. So Flow's number 3 because I like what they did with NBA Top Shot, and they put enough of a spin on a baseball card where they have these moments where it's something unique and new. I had an article written for you guys for Benzinga. They're doing some type of thing where they're gonna have the cards like be in a fantasy kind of way. Like there's like this fantasy MLB game where kids level up cards and stuff like that. I'm thinking it's gonna be something like that. So they're moving into that, and they haven't even started their deal with NFC and UFC yet.
Yep.
So I like that, and I like that with UFC and the NBA, they have built-in PR. Two of the biggest, like sports companies ever are pushing them and having their players on their platform and on Twitch. So they have built-in PR from these guys, and it's mutually beneficial in that the NBA players are making money, the NBA association's making money, and Flow's making money. All of them make money off of a card being of a moment being sold.
Yep.
Vera moved all the way up to 4 for me because with this deal with Riot Games, with who's owned by Tencent, that's a huge deal. I don't know that Twitch has anything like that. I don't know that Theta has anything like that. They're really putting themselves like ahead of the game with that. And I know that these games, Valorant and Pug Mobile, are mostly played in Southeast Asia, but that whole market is huge as far as
Yep.
games go. So with that and the fact that you can stake them, they move way up here for me. Akomi, I'm putting them at number 5 because they have all these huge deals, and their guy, like one of the guys on their board, he kind of set up the deal for Pokemon, and it's why they have a lot of these huge deals here right now, like DC Comics and all of that. They're like everybody hints on like maybe he can get Pokemon on Ikami too, but who knows? But right now, everything that they sell sells out in like 5 minutes, and they just have huge partners. So the only thing I think they're lacking there is they don't have the marketing. Like I said, with NBA Top Shot, they got NBA
Yep.
advertising for them.
Of course.
The same thing goes for Vera. Now they have Tencent Games and Riot Games advertising for them. So that's huge. That's advertisement money that doesn't have to come out of their pocket. So Ikomi goes number 5 because of that. And then we have Mana, Decentraland, the OG of the bunch. They have partners like Atari, and Atari has like lands on their system. I think they're missing the advertisement, but if you go on to Decentraland's site and you look at their land base, the land is owned by so many big people, and I think they're gonna there's gonna be something there because you got plots of land owned by Nifty Gateway, you got plots of land owned by like God, there's so many people that own like really nice plots of land that you can see there's going to be a marketplace there. People are going to start marketing virtually on there, and well, some people already do. Like some people I've heard have like NFT open houses in Decentraland. So like that's where everything's going to head, I think.
Okay.
With some type of VR, AR spin to it. Sandbox, they're basically Decentraland Light. They also have a whole bunch of land with a whole bunch of people owning it, like KuCoin and all these different people. Wax, they're 8. The fact that they got MLB on their side and Street Fighter.
There we go. That's like some Top Shot type shit.
Right. So the only thing I think they're missing is their advertisement doesn't seem to be up to par. Like NBA Top Shot is on Twitch, and they got they got NBA players on every like pack opening on Twitch, like advertising it.
Now that is, I think, super compelling. And do you have exposure there?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so that's one that you're in. That's one that I would get into. It's a little bit more steady for me. And let me throw this one at you too, Ruel. And I do have to hop in a minute, but you're gonna close the show down without me, right?
Yes.
Okay. But Jake Johnson in the chat, he's basically saying that Cardano NFTs are the only ones that have low predictable fees for buyers and creators. He's also thrown out that we're weeks away from smart contracts.
Wow.
For Cardano, any opinions on that?
I don't know. Charles has always said that it's going to be 90 days, and he said that like 20 days ago. But he did do this really long 5-hour meeting, 5-hour interview on a channel. I think it's like his name is like Lex or something like that. Lex Friedman, like some British guy. 5 hours, no break, no nothing. Like dudes didn't even go to the bathroom. So I didn't get a chance to watch that full interview. I'm literally only about 30 minutes in. I was just like, I don't know if I can do it.
And one more request out of the chat. Can we get a ticker or a way to get exposure out of AXI Infinity?
Sure.
AXI Infinity.
But so I don't know if it's weeks away, but I know that it's at least 70 to 60 days away.
Okay.
If you want to buy AXI, they do actually have a coin. But it's the AXI coin, but I don't know how useful it would be for you to just buy the coin if you're not playing the game. But
wouldn't the value of the coin appreciate over time?
I believe so. And if
the game were to get adoption.
Yeah, and you can see it right here. Like the coin was $10 at one point. It's now $4.
Okay.
And this is
so there you go. So if you want the coin instead of the NFT Plays, again, the NFT we said has a $1,200 barrier to entry to get started. That's a way to do it.
Right, and you can buy it on looks like Binance right now, Uniswap, and who boy? I don't know how to say this name.
Oh boy.
Did I say it right?
I have no idea.
So that's how you could buy that guy. Let's see.
All right, and then Mr. Ruell, I do have to part ways. Do you want me to give you some backstory?
For sure.
Okay, this weekend we lost power, and our air conditioning is still out, and it's 90 degrees right now here in Michigan.
Oh my God.
And so my girlfriend is going ape shit at home, being all pissy. And so I told her that I would bring her ice cream and be home before 8:30. That was my promise to do some appeasement. So it's not a great excuse, but that's my story, and that's why I got a bolt now to walk in the door at 8:29 with the ice cream cone.
That makes sense to me.
All right.
Happy girlfriend, happy life, something like that.
Exactly. Yes. All right, guys. So that's what I'm up to. I gotta get out of here, and I've been in this desk since 6 a.m. Eastern, and now it's 8. I could stretch my legs a little bit, but all right, guys. Keep rocking it with Ruell. I gotta get out of here, and I've been in this desk since 6 a.m. Eastern, and now it's 8. Sound good? I could stretch my legs a little bit, but all right, guys. Keep rocking it with Ruell. Out of here, and I've been in this desk since 6 a.m. Eastern, and now it's 8. Sound good?
Sounds good. All right, guys.
Keep rocking it with Ruell.
There's a little echo going on. I don't know where that's coming from. Sounds good. All right, guys. Let me see. Can you guys hear that echo? Echo going on. I don't know where that's coming from. Sounds good. All right, guys. Let me see. Can you guys hear that echo? Echo going on. I don't know where that's coming from. I'm gonna look in the comments and see. Can you guys hear that echo as well, or is it just me? I'm gonna look in the comments and see. Can you guys hear that echo as well, or is it just me? Yes, you can hear it. I'm gonna look in the comments and see. Can you guys hear that echo as well, or is it just me? Jake, I see. Yep, you can hear it. Yes, you can hear it. I'm gonna look in the comments and see. Can you guys hear that echo as well, or is it just me? Jake, I see. Yep. Can you hear the echo now? It might just be that my sound is on, and I can turn my sound off. Are we good to go now, you think? Okay. I turned off my sound. Is good now? Okay, that's what I thought. Sometimes being an engineer helps. Okay, so let's go over these last couple. There's Chili's and number 9. I'm really high on these guys because they have the whole football, European football thing going on, and that's huge, like everywhere except for America. And then Eternity Chain, they have the Winklevoss twins behind them, but so far all they've done is kind of like one-off NFTs with like huge guys like Boss Logic and big guys like that. But I'm kind of interested to see what they're doing because they have this weird form of staking where you stake and you get a coin that's called a stone, but you can only spend the stone on their platform. I think that's kind of crappy, but with those guys behind it, it's going to go somewhere. And honorable mention, Wicked Craniums, Alien Boy, which I own, Rareable, and a couple ones no one's probably ever heard of, Ember Sword, Farland, and Bondley. Ember Sword and Farland, they're like these NFT games. If we go look them up, I don't even know if they're playable right now, but they have like a Final Fantasy feel to them. Oh, here it is, Ember Sword. So you can see that guy kind of reminds me of like a Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. So they got like this whole thing going on, and if you go online, they have a nice little trailer. It's voiced by a really popular actor guy, a guy who's done a lot of voices. Oh, I can't remember his name, but and another one is Farland, which is like a Binance kind of one. Farland, something like that. And as you can see, has another like Final Fantasy type adventure game feel to it. So that's what I had for the rest of it. Anybody have any questions before I take off? I'll wait for a sec. Because for some reason, I'm getting you guys' comments like 10 seconds delayed. And while I'm waiting on comments, let's see. Who said that they saw that Cardano was going to be weeks away? So when you say weeks away, what are you saying? What do you mean when you say weeks away? Do you mean like 2 weeks away? Or are you meaning like I'm saying like 70 days away, which is a lot of weeks, 10 weeks? All right. So I think I don't see any comments. Thank you guys. Okay. October, September. Yep. That's exactly it. Yep. Like 10 weeks away. Yep. So, yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see that. I think Cardano is going to shake a lot of things up, and I'm sure they have a lot of contracts with Africa in the pipe. If you watch the BitBoy channel on YouTube, he talks about that a little bit. We actually had him on Benzinga, so give him a little shout out. But yeah, guys. Let me see. Shinobi Trace, thanks for giving me anything but news to watch. Love Benzinga's contributors, and we love you guys too. Definitely, if you guys have any questions or any comments on anything, please put it in the comments. I check the comments after every show. And, you know, I want to do things that are interesting to you guys, things that you guys want to research. So, yeah, let's make that happen. All right. Let's see. It's kind of Cardano NFT project. Also Cardano Conjurers and Novella. Yeah, that will be really nice to see, because with the Cardano gas prices and stuff like that, things are going to be really nice to buy. Like, they're not going to be as expensive. And since everybody's kind of loading up on Cardano right now, it's going to be a really interesting opportunity if you load up on Cardano right now. And things that are happening, like what we're seeing now with the Bored Ape Yacht Club, right? These apes are worth like 40 ETH. If you've been loading up on Cardano and you go buy one for 40 ETH, it's not gonna hurt you that much. I mean, if you go buy it for 40 Cardano, it's not gonna hurt you as much. So you might as well load up on Cardano now, because when Cardano resembles ETH and you got a lot of Cardano in the kitty, you can go and buy things like this and, you know, change your lifestyle, you know, because that's what it's really about, right? Yeah, a bunch of different projects are waiting for smart contracts. I know Solana has their smart contracts. They have their smart contracts, but yet they don't have a roadmap or anything for us to go off of. I think Zilquilla might have theirs already too. They use sharding or whatever. Let's see. Oh, I didn't know Cardano's collaborating with Orion. Maybe we need to get Jake on here. Do a little three-way action, or not the right word I wanted to say. Do a little like Three Musketeers action. Jake, me, and Luke. Orion is kind of like a you can say it's like a Decentraland, right? But they're trying to do like a 3D type deal, right, Jake? And Cody, I like Cody a lot. Cody's kind of like a payment system. It's going to be a payment system for Cardano, but you know, it's kind of like of my list of payment systems, Telcoin is first, because they got the whole like, and we talked about this on the previous Ruell report. Telcoin is actually in Nebraska, and they got a bill passed in Nebraska that makes them like a bank. They're literally kind of like a bank in Nebraska. Now, they said that the infrastructure and everything won't be in for it for like a year, but the bill's passed. So Telcoin, Cielo just got a deal happening, and all my Patreons know this because I put this out for them. So you guys are getting kind of some Patreon action right here. Cielo, they just came out where they're integrated into the Opera browser, and no other blockchain, as far as I know, is integrated into a browser. So we got Telcoin, Cielo, and then underneath that would probably be Cody. Yep. So yeah, this has been great, guys. Been nice chilling with you, Jake. Thanks for hanging on. We appreciate your viewership. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the comments, because I want to do shows you guys like. Till then, hit you with another Ruell report next week, and I'm gonna go feed my wife. Gotta feed the wives, guys. So have a good one. See you guys. Love you guys. Peace.